promised land.
Welcome to zip code 29819, Promised Land, South Carolina, a little bit of the Holy Land just east of the Savannah. Hey, earlier this week our family passed through here and Patty was overwhelmed with the fact that she was actually in the Promised Land. I mean, she had read about it all of her life, but she never dreamed that she would have an opportunity to come here. As we drove through, she begged me to stop the car and take pictures of the place. I mean, she wanted you to be able to see what she saw. I said, Patty, it's just too dark. She said, Marty, if you'll stop and shine the headlights on it, then it'll give us enough light to take pictures. Just stop. Now, I didn't stop that evening, but I knew it was important to her, and that's why I got in the car today and made the trip here so that those of you who have never been to the Promised Land could catch a glimpse of this special place.
I'm bound for the Promised Land. Come on, who will go and come with me? I'm bound for the Promised Land.
Now, I've got to be honest with you. I grew up about 15 minutes from here, and I've been to Promised Land a number of times. Now, when you grow up near something as special as this, I mean, it kind of loses its luster. You forget that everyone hadn't experienced what you have experienced. Now, here's what we know. The government tells us that there are 559 people who have made their home in the Promised Land. The Bible tells us that the Promised Land is filled with milk and honey and large fruit. And if you want some of that, all you have to do is go right over here to the Promised Land grocery store, where you can not only get milk and honey and large fruit, but you can get meat, beer, and wine to go. You can get school supplies, you can get fishing supplies, and you can get ammunition. Sounds like they need a little revival in the Promised Land. And that's why you can come right across the street to the Crossroads Baptist Church. And at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning, you can have an encounter with God right here in the Promised Land.
I'm bound for the Promised Land.
Now, in the Bible, people were protected by God. But here in Promised Land, South Carolina, you don't have to worry because you have the protection of the Promised Land Volunteer Fire Department. They're here when you need them. Now, welcome to the Promised Land School. Now, this is a place where your children can be taught in ways you never dreamed of. They will experience, truly, a piece of history in the making. Now, there are plenty of other places I'd like to show you here in Promised Land, but we really don't have time for that. So here's what I need you to do. Go get in your car, head up Highway 28 toward Greenwood, and experience Promised Land for yourself.
Go with me. I'm bound for the Promised Land.